Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we're going to explore the heartfelt story of Huyen, Day, Maya, and Bibi. From the first morning light in their little yard, planting tiny water spinach seeds and sharing laughter, to the cozy evenings by the new stove, the first hot meals, rainy nights, and the simple but precious moments that make a house a true home. If you enjoy this story, don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Dawn rises through the bamboo grove, golden as if honey is being poured onto the red earthen yard in front of the house. In that tranquil space, the chirping of birds calling to each other blends with the thin morning mist. Huyen squats on the porch, gently stroking her daughter's hair. Maya, her voice as soft as the early breeze. Let Bibi run ahead, okay? We'll follow behind so Bee doesn't get tired. Maya nods, her sparkling eyes reflecting the tender sunlight. The little one bounces on the still damp ground, her clear laughter ringing out, mingling with the sharp barks of the golden dog Bibi. Bibi runs in circles, tail wagging like a small fan, kicking up dust into shimmering streaks. Beside the newly tilled plot, D, a sturdy man with sun-bronzed skin, bends down to scoop soil. Sweat rolls down his cheeks, blending with the sunlight to make his face glow. He says, his voice hoarse but warm, "This soil is loose. Let's sprinkle some water spinach seeds here. They'll sprout quickly tomorrow." Huyen looks over, smiling, her eyes bright. "Yes, planting here is perfect. We'll make use of every inch of land. Water spinach is easy to care for." The morning breeze passes by, carrying the scent of fresh earth, decaying leaves, and the aroma of days to come, the scent of hope. Maya runs back to her mother, holding a blade of grass, chattering, "Mom, catch it, catch it." Huyen laughs, pulling her child into her arms. The warmth from the tiny body spreads to her hands, warming her heart like a small flame in the kitchen waiting to be kindled. He pauses, looking at the mother and daughter, the corners of his mouth curving slightly. A smile from a man who knows he is sowing seeds for the future. The sound of the shovel hitting the earth, children's laughter, the dog's barks, all blend into the morning symphony, a melody of peace, of simple yet profound beginnings. In the small kitchen, the fire crackles, the aroma of noodles filling the house. Huyen places a steaming bowl of noodles in front of Maya, gently picking up pieces of beef with chopsticks, her voice tender. "Here, one piece, 2 pieces. Try it and see if it's good, okay?" Maya nods eagerly, her big round eyes sparkling. Dee sits beside them, slurping a spoonful and nodding. "Really delicious, dear. Not inferior to a restaurant at all." Huyen laughs, pushing over a bowl of bitter melon. "The kid won't eat the bitter stuff. Keep it separate, okay?" Light from the window shines on the 3 faces, bathing the kitchen in hues of happiness. Outside in the yard, Bibi lies stretched out sunbathing, tail flicking lazily. Suddenly, a voice calls from the gate, cheerful and loud. "Today, I have the motorbike. Let me take the grandkid to school to save time." Maya cheers, clapping her hands in delight. Huyen quickly ties her daughter's shirt strings again, reminding her, "Sit behind and hold on tight to Grandpa, okay? It's cold and easy to get sick." Dee carries the bowls into the kitchen, turns back to watch his wife and child chattering excitedly. A simple yet warm joy rising in his heart. The motorbike engine roars crisply in the yard. Maya waves her hand, calling out loudly, "Bye-bye, Mom." Huyen stands still, hands still raised high, eyes following the bike as it disappears behind the areca palms. A smile lingers on her lips. In her heart, a small happiness like a grain of rice. Simple, but enough to warm the entire long day. The kitchen fire still burns. It's crackling like the heartbeat of the house, reminding that, even in a simple life, as long as they have each other, this place remains warm. Noon arrives. The sun scorches so fiercely that the rice fields crack dry. Dee rolls up his pants and wades down, his shirt splattered with mud. Holding a bamboo basket, eyes scanning the murky water. He mutters, "Hope there's fish." Just as he finishes speaking, a small snakehead fish pokes its head out. He lunges forward, water splashing everywhere. "Got one!" A small cheer in the empty field, sounding like a triumphant anthem. Back home, his body covered in mud, but his eyes shine with joy. Huyen stands at the door, surprised, asking, "Where did you catch such a big snakehead?" Dee smiles, setting the basket down. The rice field was low. I saw an empty patch, went back to try, and unexpectedly found it. Huyen speaks, while rubbing her hand on the newly built stovetop. "I dismantled the old stove. This flat surface is so smooth, look." Dee looks, nodding satisfied. "Professional mason work right there?" The two wash the fish under cold tap water. Huyen says softly, "Braise it with turmeric, okay? Fragrant and warms the stomach." Dee nods, eyes lighting up with faith. The rinse in water washes away the mud, as if carrying off the worries of old days. Out there, the wind blows through the dry fields, carrying the scent of riverfish, earth, and hope. The new stove stands silently, waiting for its first fire. Day looks at Huyen. Huyen looks at Day. No words needed. Both understand. From the small fish in the dry field, they are building a future. Evening falls. Light smoke drifts from the new kitchen. Huyen kindles the fire, hands trembling slightly as she places the pot of porridge on the stove. First time cooking on the new stove. We must light incense for the kitchen god properly. Dee arranges the firewood rack, his voice low but firm. To keep it neat for easy lighting, no more messy firewood. The flames lick the wood, crackling like whispers from ancestors. Huyen kneels before the small altar, hands clasped, eyes closed. Pray for the new stove to always be warm, our home peaceful, everyone healthy. Day stands behind, placing a hand on his wife's shoulder, silently bowing his head. The scent of incense blends with the aroma of peanut porridge, fresh earth, and dry wood, all merging into the flavor of a hearth. Outside in the yard, Bibi curls up as the early winter wind slips through the door cracks. Huyen opens her eyes, voice trembling slightly. There's worship for blessings, restraint for good fortune, right? Dee nods, adding more wood to the fire. The flames rise, light casting on their faces. The new stove heats up, like the family's heart rekindled. Huyen looks at her husband, eyes holding both faith and worry. Day squeezes her hand, saying nothing, but that squeeze is a silent promise. Even with winter's cold winds or life's many challenges, this fire will never go out. Evening descends. The wind rustles through the bamboo, each leaf gently tilting as if whispering to the heavens and earth. The last rays of sun cast on the old tiled roof, blending with thin mist to create a serene scene rarely seen. Bibi sits on the doorstep, hugging her old doll tightly. That doll, sewn by Hu Yen from scrap fabric back when she lived in the countryside, threads worn but priceless in Bibi's heart. The little one strokes the doll's face, her small heartbeats swaying with the wind. Day sits nearby, chin in hand, eyes softening as he watches Bibi. He had never known what family felt like. Until them. This house. These simple sounds and rhythms of life. A hard-to-describe emotion rises in him, like an invisible thread binding him to every smile, every breath of theirs. He sighs, smiles to himself, then turns to look at Hu Yen. She stands quietly, eyes stinging, watching her daughter and Bibi, heart gently squeezed by warmth and tenderness. Suddenly from the gate, Maya's voice rings out, clear and innocent. "Dad, come see this." The little girl is dotted with sweat, holding a wildflower branch, eyes bright as night stars. "I picked it for Mom and little sister Bibi," Maya says, voice soft, as if afraid the wind might hear. Hu Yen looks at her child, stunned, a silent smile blooming on her lips, tears falling quietly. He places a hand on Hu Yen's shoulder, saying nothing, just nodding lightly, as if to reassure, as if to say, "Everything's okay. We have each other now." In that moment, all pain, regret, and love silently intersect, wordlessly. The wind rushes through the door cracks, leaves rustling, Maya's soft laughter, all blending into the first melody of the afternoon. Day closes his eyes, inhales deeply, feeling warmth spread from Hu Yen, from Bibi, from this humble home. Night falls, rain pours. The sound of rain pattering on the tin roof plays rhythmically like a lullaby. Bibi wakes, stirring to find her mother. Hu Yen lies beside, hearing her child shift, reaches out to gently stroke her back, whispering, "Sleep, baby. Mommy's here." The rain falls heavier. Droplets hit the window frame, creating shimmering streaks in the room. Dee sits on the porch under the eaves lit by an oil lamp, face pensive, but eyes warm. He writes a few lines on old paper, handwriting slanted. "Hu Yen, thank you for letting me be a father, even in a house not yet fully built with bricks." Bibi hears distant thunder, trembles slightly, cries softly. Hu Yen hugs her tighter, eyes looking out to the porch, where Dee still sits silently. Their gazes meet through the curtain of rain, wordless, only deep empathy, as if they both understand. Some homes need no walls. Love alone is enough. That night, the sound of rain, Bibi and Maya's even breathing, the rustle of the oil lamp flickering on the walls, all create an extraordinarily peaceful rhythm. Day closes his eyes, feeling his heartbeat merge with the family's. He knows difficult days ahead will be many, but tonight they have each other, and that is enough. The next morning, the sky clears after the rain. Sunlight rises brilliantly. Moisture lingers on bamboo leaves, forming dewdrops sparkling like jewels. Maya and Bibi run around the yard, laughter ringing like birds calling dawn. Small feet hop on the damp earth. Bibi's tail wags, kicking up dust into shimmering streaks. Hu Yen sweeps the yard, hand gliding over wet leaves, feeling the morning's freshness. Dee stands repairing the bamboo fence toppled by the wind, hands steady, eyes following Hu Yen's every move. He turns, sees Hu Yen wipe sweat from her temple, smiles softly. "I think this house is enough, Hu Yen." Hu Yen looks up, eyes warm as the morning, lips curving slightly. "Yes, it's enough." They look out to the yard together, where Maya and Bibi are scribbling on the ground. A small house with 3 people inside, and a smiling sun shining brightly. The morning's golden light falls on the drawing, making everything vivid, as if the house in the picture is their real home. Day walks over, bends down to look at the drawing, smiles faintly. As long as we have each other, nothing else matters. Huyen takes his hand, feeling the steadiness and peace spread. Everything around, the sun, rain, bamboo leaves, bird calls, children's laughter, becomes meaningful, an inseparable part of their family story. They sit on the doorstep, hand in hand, watching Maya and Bibi play. The breeze blows gently, carrying the scent of fresh earth, wet leaves, the aroma of days to come, the scent of hope and love. Dee says softly, voice low but warm, "I know life will still be hard, but as long as we have this fire and are together, we can overcome anything." Huyen nods, leaning her head on his shoulder. In that moment, time seems to stop. All sounds around, birds, wind, rustling leaves, children's laughter, blend into a single melody, the rhythm of home. The camera slowly pulls back. The scene is the yard, the new kitchen, bamboo grove, clear blue sky, and three people, Huyen, Day, Maya, along with Bibi, all like a perfect picture. The small footsteps, simple smiles, ordinary actions, all become precious. This is not just a house, but a place where love, hope, and patience bloom, where everyone finds peace. The picture ends with the image of Bibi sitting on the ground, drawing the small house with a brightly smiling sun. In the morning light, that house is not just a child's scribble, but a symbol of a family where happiness is not measured by material things or possessions, but by each other's presence and the warm fire always burning in their hearts. The story follows the small family of Huyen, Day, Maya,
một bà
and
mẹ
their
đơn
dog
thân
Bibi,
với quá khứ đầy đau
where
khổ
love
trở về
and
lộng
hope
lặng
grow
cũ
from simple
cùng vong mình
moments.
và bất ngờ phát hiện
In
nơi
the
đây đã
morning,
được Alex,
sunlight
một
filters
người
through
đàn ông tốt
bamboo
bụng và
rows
tài năng,
as
âm
Huyen,
thầm tu
Maya,
sửa,
and
trong
Dee
khi
plant
Tử
water
La chăm
spinach.
chỉ làm việc để
Children's
xứng đáng với
laughter
tấm lòng
blending
của
with
anh,
the dog's
thì chị
barks
gái
to
của
create
Alex
a
lại phản
joyful
đối,
melody.
cho rằng cô
Meals
không
by the
xứng đáng
new
với em trai
stove,
mình.
steaming
Lúc
porridge,
đó,
and
Alex luôn lo lắng
incense fill the
cho sự an
home with
toàn và sức
warmth
khỏe
and
của Tử
comfort.
La, thậm chí
On
còn
rainy
nhắc nhở
nights,
cô về việc phải đi một
glances
quãng đường
and
dài,
gentle
con nhỏ,
gestures between
mỗi lần
family
gặp gỡ,
members
họ
show
đều ấm áp,
connection and hope
nhưng
for
vẫn
the
bị che
future.
phủ bởi những tình cảm chưa nói
With the
ra
next
và sự
morning,
phản đối từ gia đình.
sunlight brightens the yard,
Ở nhà, Alex phải
laughter
đối mặt với
echoes,
sự cương quyết của chị
and
gái, yêu
everything
cầu
feels
giúp anh giữ
alive.
khoảng cách. Nhưng sâu trong lòng,
This
anh biết mình
is
đang
the
quan tâm đến
journey
Tử
of a
La
humble
nhiều hơn
home,
những gì thừa nhận.
where
Quyết
happiness
tâm
is
thay đổi
built from
cách nhìn của gia
small,
đình, Alex
sincere
âm thầm
moments
lên kế hoạch chứng
that
minh giá
make
trị của
life
Tử La,
rich,
đồng thời lặng lẽ theo dõi
comforting,
và bảo vệ cô từ
and
xa.
full of love.